What's going on, guys? Mike down here in the RC corner, and today I'm really excited. I'm going to tell you about this truck over here. I seen it online and I was curious about it. Not enough pictures, but I've seen a few reviews and I'm excited to get it myself, and we're going to give it a rundown. So let's get this video going. Let's go. Here we go, guys. This is the box here. It's a 1/18 scale. Now this is going to be sort of a clone of the TRX4. It's made by Austarhobby. You can get Austar stuff, and it's kind of connected with Injora, and that's why I eventually was really wanting to go on this, but I waited to see what would happen. Of course, it's four-wheel drive. It's a crawling trail truck. It's really cool, and it's got a lot of features, and the price point is what makes it so awesome. It's $80 US. I got this one on Banggood, but you can find it on all those other sites like AliExpress. I know some of you guys aren't too excited to order from those, but I'll leave a link in the notes. The box art is kind of basic, and you can get it in 4 colors, but on Banggood you could only get it in orange and gray, and I've never seen these online yet. I've only seen the orange and the gray, and of course, if you saw the intro, I scored the orange one. So we're going to show you how this thing comes. So when you slide out of the box, this is how it's packed, and it's kind of ingenious because that's a real small box and they fit it all in, and it's super well protected. The roof is a bit exposed, but this is actually the hardest part of the vehicle, and this thing just folds apart and you can pull everything out, and it's real cool. You get your manual, you get your sticker page, you get the USB charger, the radio is nicely protected in the bottom. It's all real cool, and I give them a thumbs up on the packaging. This shipped with no flaw whatsoever. No, the box held up great. A lot of times things get dented and damaged. The box, that is, not necessarily always the RC, but that kind of just scored bonus marks for me, and hopefully it will give you confidence when you order this, if you want to order this. We're just going to go over this quick. I'm up against it. The forecast says it's going to rain in about an hour, so I want to get this done. I want to show you guys this really quick, and I apologize for the mess down here in the RC corner, as it also doubles a bit as my laser workshop. So I'm getting ready for Christmas and getting the Christmas products going. The radios feels kind of basic, but it actually has quite a bit of features. Up here we got some servo reversing, and we also have a high, low, and medium speed selector. And then over here we have the button for controlling the LEDs, and we'll get to that. We got a throttle trim, steering trim, and the throttle dual rate. The steering dual rate, which is listed as ATV. I'm not sure why that is. And of course we got the on-off button down here. Now the one major thing I would say about this, and I wouldn't say it's major, but this latch here is pretty, I don't know, I'm a little concerned about it, but it's not like you're gonna be taking the batteries out often. But there's 4 AA's that slide into the handle, and that's how that works. Nice foam wheel though, and it feels right, and it's a right size. And I have a medium size adult hand, of course, so if you have a large hand, it should work out quite well. Nothing on the back side. Of course, you get a lot of sticker options. We won't go through the manual, but as you can see, it has exploded parts. It looks like to be possibly a fold-out manual. Just a standard charger. And now this thing, we're going to get to the main event. Now, the one thing that kind of made me a little curious about this thing is it was like the rims. It kind of looked toyish, toy grade-ish. It's got that shiny plastic that you find on all that like toy stuff, and that's a part I was like a little worried about. But they're actually decent rims, and there's foams in here. The tires are soft. They work quite well. There's a tire on the back, but it's not the same scale, so that's a bit interesting why they did that. But anyways, it's a hard body. There's the little details here are movable. You can move the wipers around, the windows, side mirrors, sorry. They fold in and out, and they come folded in during shipping, and all of that's kind of cool stuff there. I've already undone the body clips. There's two main clips, one here, and they're a little fiddly when you first, but once you figure it out how it works, it actually works quite well. And as you can see, there's a ton of LEDs. We'll turn this on in a second, and we'll show you how that works. We'll quick have a look here. As you'll see, there's a massive motor in here for this scale. As far as I'm told, I've never owned a TRX4, and that's a bigger motor that's in there. We got a true 3-wire servo, and it's mounted vertically. They included a lithium-ion battery in here, 2-cell, 600 milliamp hour. The one gripe I have here is it has this type of JST plug, and I would prefer Dean's. You probably have more options. I have ordered an adapter off AliExpress for like $1 to give me more battery options that will plug into here, and then I can plug in Dean's. But if you own a lot of mini drones or stuff like that, or some other mini cars that are like 1/24 scale or 1/18 scale, possibly they have JST style plugs. It does have a balance lead to charge, so you can put it on a hobby charger if you want, but 600 milliamp hours won't take long on any kind of USB charger, probably right around an hour. So it's a 2-in-1 ESC receiver, and the power button is right there. And it's a really good setup here. It's got these nice mud guards as you go, and we'll just quick take a look at the bottom. It's friction shocks, and everything is pretty much plastic underneath, and you would kind of expect that being at that price point. It has a hitch also. You can buy a wagon that attaches to that. I would recommend, if you're not doing that, to take this off, because it will get hung up in the back. As you climb, you will hit the hitch. When you go on inclines, depending on the steepness of it, it will get in the way, so bear that in mind. We'll quick put this together and turn it on, and I'll show you the LEDs, and then we'll take it out for a run on the crawler course.
A few moments later.
Okay, I have the truck on now with no radio on, so now I'll put the radio on, and now you see it binds, and all the tail lights turn off, and the headlights are on, and then you got this LED bar in the front. It is kind of neat, and it's kind of whatever you want it to be. They give you probably about, I think, 6 options. You have this rotating color thing, and we're gonna press the button here, and then you kind of get like all jazzed up Christmas style. And you get some other pattern, looks like from the middle pushing out and changes colors. And you got like this bounce back and forth. You can turn it off, or they're on solid, and it's whatever your preference is. Looks cool at night in the dusk too, so pretty interesting. One of the features I do not like about this, and it seems to be popular on a lot of these type of China models, is when you turn, the turn signal comes on. I think it's goofy, because if you're out on a trail driving and you even slightly turn your wheel, do you put your signal on? I live in a city, and this is a struggle just to get 80% of the drivers in the city to put their turn signals on. I don't know, I find it kind of interesting that they do that. It goes on in the back is yellow too. You're wondering about brake lights, and the brake lights come on when you go in reverse or hit the brakes, but otherwise they stay off. And the headlights, they're on all the time, whether you like it or not. I haven't been able to find a way to turn the headlights off, so, or any of the lights. All you can do is change this. So we've gone over all those features. The best part is how well this thing crawls. I've already taken it out for a quick spin. I was real giddy when I got this thing, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you now. So let's get this thing out on the crawler course.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, we got the truck out here, and yeah, it actually rained. I was up against it during the unboxing and overview, and the rain came about 45 minutes earlier than what was said. But anyways, one thing I forgot to tell you that I've seen in other videos, and this will be huge, under here, right there, right above the steering rack where the servo horn goes. There's two, it's easier to see here. There was two little plastic bumps coming down. I don't know, little rails you want to call it. And they limited how far the servo horn swung back and forth. They would hit it. And the steering radius was really poor. So you just took some scissors. You could take a sharp knife and cut it down or snip it off. I used some wire snips, some micro ones, and boom. And after that, you got so much throw. It's a great amount of steering for this thing. So it's wet out. I've never taken this thing out when it's wet, so the course is a little wet. Sorry about any wind noise. It is mid-November and it is almost 20 degrees out here, which is very unseasonal but welcomed. But it means it's going to be very windy to get that warm air blowing it, get it warm here. So I hope the wind noise doesn't affect. Now right now we are in speed mode 3, which is fine, and up and go. And this thing climbs like crazy. It is so great. The one thing I haven't done yet is what I said I was going to do and wanted people to do is, if you're not going to drive a trailer, take that hitch off, because it's going to limit a bit of the degree angle you can climb in the back on the start, because the hitch will hit the ground or the rocks or whatever is behind you. But as we can see, there's a lot of control, there's a lot of power. 2-cell Li-ion here. Later on I'll try a LiPo as I get the different battery. Oh, come on, man. I wasn't paying attention. Here we go. Nope. We'll be able to straddle this. Let's see. Woo! There's that power coming into play. Let's see if we can get back up on that PVC pipe. Stay on it. Oh, and we managed to get through. Hopefully. I think we're stuck here for good. We'll set it up here. So, too busy talking and not paying attention to my line there. We're gonna cycle through the lights here quick. It's quite cloudy here today, so I hope you guys can see those LEDs pretty good. Here we go. You see no problem here going up at all. Really cool. That's that hitch right there getting hung up. All right, wet tires and everything. We're gonna make it up this part here. We're gonna really crawl it. Now the part is that hitch, what I was telling you, once we get over that little piece of white birch, that's where the hitch goes. So we're gonna have to give her right here to get over. And that we did it. Woo! Finally. Man, those tires are muddy, and it's tough on that PVC pipe. It's making it tough in general, because I have taken it out up here and it crawls with the dream. But when it's wet and slippery, we're gonna fight for our lives. Definitely candidate for some better tires, but these are adequate. They're pretty good for stock. A lot of fun. Hello, Mr. Brown Bear. This guy's such a polite driver. He turns his signals on. Every time he turns his wheel, he turns on the signals. Wow, isn't that amazing? And away we go. We'll loop it around here. See if we can take it up here on this side. Now this is, again, could be a problem with the hitch getting in the way. Let's see if we can line this sucker up. Might have to give her, yeah. Tires are slippery. That one's not going to be a go during this rain here. A lot of fun. We added more over here, and we're going to have a kind of a spiral case, I think, come here so we can go around. This is a pretty cool spot here. This truck eats it up. This is actually really grippy, this drywall mesh and everything. man, when it's slippery like this, those tires, they just slip and slide and find all those cracks and crevices that make it real hard. This normally crawls like a dream. I took it out here yesterday before it rained, before I did this video, just to test it, and man, it just flew through all this. Wet tires. But yeah, struggle as it may, she does it. Woo! And I'm psyched. Really cool. We'll take her around one more time here. Hello again, Mr. Bear. We'll wrap it around. We'll take it down this side and we'll wrap up the video. It's so cool, like right there you can just stop it. There's so much power in that motor for this size of scale that it just locks it and you can hold your spot. So we'll leave it here, guys. I'm really impressed with this thing, and I'm sorry I couldn't show it to you at a better circumstance. It's wet, it's raining, these are slick, some of these are finished boards, and they got like a lacquer on them or something. The water's beating off. It's just these tires, they got mud in the treads. It's just slick and slippery, but as you can see, it still gets around pretty good. And I wanted to get this video done to get some content up for you guys, as this time of year it gets harder and harder for me as the weather gets cold. But all in all, real good Austarhobby crawler truck. If you're looking for something this, and you don't want to pop that 250 for the TRX in Canada, that is, or probably about 200 in the States, you can spend less than half and get something that's great. And I'm sure a lot of the shocks and stuff you can upgrade are similar to the ones from the TRX4. The hop-ups from that will fit onto here, the shocks and the tires, and you got yourself something really cool. So thanks for watching Mike's RC Corner. Hope everyone's doing well. Mr. Brown Bear says hello. We're going to end the video here, and we'll see you soon on the next one. All right, take care. Peace out.